Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Reptile Barn. As usual, it's the middle of the night. That's when we do our work, I guess. So, it has been a long time since we've done a feeding video. I don't do them a ton. I usually like to have like a topic that I'm talking about, but I do like feeding snakes. It's one of the main enjoyments, I think, for a lot of people of having snakes. The way they eat is just dang cool. Now, you'll notice maybe we're not at the Reptile Barn. So when we bought our house, we were like, all right, we're gonna get some separation. We're not gonna fill up our house with snakes. Maybe like one or two that are just pets, but we're not bringing our business home with us. We can go to the barn, it's like 5 minutes away. Well, and there's a garter snake over there, and yeah, every shelf is full of plants, so we just can't help ourselves. Anyway, we keep holdback ball pythons, some retired breeder ball pythons that we just absolutely refuse to sell because they're our babies, George, the indigo, our tortoises, and Cassie, our female retic. That is what's here. So, the lineup changes. You know, as they get ready to, they hit breeding age or size, we take them over to the barn. Snakes over there that we have marked to hold back and raise up get moved over here when they're ready to graduate out of baby tubs. So that's kind of what we have here. Now, before I get into the feeding, I want to explain something. We didn't just cave and bring a bunch of reptiles here. As upsetting as it is to contemplate, it is nice peace of mind having a seed colony in case the worst happens, a fire, whatever, and our main colony of reptiles gets destroyed. I don't know if we could actually carry on, like emotionally, if that were to happen, but it would be nice to not have to start again from zero, right? So anyway, that just is always in the back of my mind. Like, I would like to not have everything in one exact location in the future. As much as it will add to our workflow, we might end up with 3 buildings. Like one for brand new animals that kind of doubles as a seed colony, but also for, what do they call it? Quarantine. Thank you, Liz. It's just a smart thing to do when you bring in new animals, even if it's from the most reputable people. It's good to quarantine them. And then we'll have something more like this with a bunch of raise-ups, and then we'll have our main breeding colony. But anyways, let's get to some feedings. Everything I'm feeding tonight is eating frozen thawed rats, so it makes it pretty simple. We do have a couple here that eat mice. That's just ball pythons for you, but I didn't bring any today, so we're just doing rats. By the way, this big beautiful tank here that's just full of random crap right now, we actually are getting pretty close to moving Cassie, the female retic, into this. So she's big enough to graduate out of these tubs. I don't like keeping really active snakes in our rack system for very long. When they're babies, I think personally it's totally fine. But if they want to move, they should be allowed to move, in my opinion. So all of our really active snakes get larger enclosures. So, let's see. These tongs, their spring is wearing out, so I have to really ream on it to get it to hold the rat. Let's see. Now, many of these snakes, we're here in Alaska, we are already kind of in winter. Many of these snakes are not as active eating right now, so we'll see. But many of them are, and you know what, they're raise ups, so a lot of them, there she goes. This is Hannah, by the way. I'm just going to get her out of her water bowl so she doesn't drop the rat in there and then leave it. She is a Super Orange Dream Het Ultramel, I believe, from Chris Hernan. Yep. That's a female. You're going to see a lot of females here. I'm trying to decide on sizing here. I've got 8 mediums and 8 smalls. I think Evie can take a medium. This is a female desert ghost that we produced ourselves. Back, years ago when we first started producing desert ghosts, we should have kept like 15 females. A lot of people in the desert ghost game are kicking themselves now for the same thing as us, but we're rectifying that, holding back a bunch of females as we are able. This is Cruella, and we actually, quick story, this is a, oh, she's in shed, so she may not eat. This is a cinnamon pied, probably mahogany.
I love when
She
they
did
eat shed.
eat,
That
yep.
makes me so proud.
She needs to fill up her water too. I'll make a note of that. Or just a new bowl. In fact, you know what? Hold on. That one's clean,
Yeah,
right?
I was about
That's
to
a
say,
fresh
we
one.
have an extra one over here from when we were doing
Yeah.
deep cleans the other day.
However, I'm not 1,000% certain on the mahogany. And we hatched a baby female this year who, one, just looks absolutely phenomenal, really cool snake, and two, I'm much more confident of the mahogany. So we're considering selling this girl as a nearly breedable cinnamon pied. Not certain about that yet, but we'll see. Here's Greg. This is one of our retired breeders. He's a desert ghost. We'll never sell him. He's just a pet now. In fact, when we move,
Like he was the first breeder male we ever got.
yeah. Oh, are you gonna come back on food? Weird timing if you do. He's thinking about it. Come on, big guy. It's delicious. Nice, tasty rat.
Want it? You know you want
He's
it.
thinking about it.
Do it. You got it. Let's go.
Yes!
Yes!
He hasn't eaten in months.
That's fantastic.
There's my good boy.
There we go, guys.
All right, he's gonna need new water as well.
Congratulations, he performed for the camera.
That's right. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I know I'm on camera.
That's not good.
I just hate closing the tub when I know something, especially water.
Right, I know.
There you go, Greg. You swallow that down.
Good job, bud.
We'll kind of clean him up better later. Awesome. Yeah, so he's just a pet now. When we move into our final iteration of the reptile barn, we're gonna pick out 5 or 10 of even the ball pythons, and we're gonna put them in big, awesome, kind of more display tanks. I know ball pythons aren't the most active, but they're active enough. So Cassie, the retic, she's gonna get a small. I'm actually gonna use the hook to open her tub because sometimes she lunges out a couple of feet from the tub. So you're gonna have to back like over there because I gotta be farther back. All right, so this is what I do. Open it just slightly so she can't get out. And then I use the hook. Oh, she's being a good girl today. Sometimes she launches about 2/3 of her body out of the tub. So there she goes. I love this girl.
Gosh, she's so pretty.
Yes.
I just love how different her pattern is than the ball pythons.
Yep.
She's just spectacular.
And she's the nicest snake.
Oh, I
Seriously,
know.
she is
She's such a
the
sweetheart.
nicest snake. All right, Princess Peachy. That's right. You are a double het DG pie. That's right. Okay, I think she can. Oh no, she might be one of our mouses. She is. It's unfortunate. So Skittles.
I love Skittles.
I do too.
Skittles was like one of my dream snakes.
He's gonna get. Oh, that's right. This combo is gorgeous.
I love it.
And this isn't even the final version. We don't have
Nope.
OD in it yet. We don't have the visual pied. He is a banana cinnamon enchy het pied. Arr. Oh, so pretty. And I know it's dark and the lighting isn't really going to show, but he is just gorgeous.
He's gorgeous.
Now, Isabella, she usually only takes mice, but she did take a rat last week. So I'm going to try. She is our female sapphire. And because she isn't as good of an eater and she's female and just takes longer, she has not bred yet, even though the male has. Obviously, the females need to get a lot bigger than the males do to safely breed. But she also just hasn't eaten as well, so yeah, she's kind of thinking about it, maybe. I don't think she's gonna.
Sad day.
but I'll bring mice tomorrow. That's fine. Sure?
She's like, no, I couldn't.
No, she doesn't want it. That's okay. And then Anna is the other double het. Desert Ghost Pied, but she's big. She needs a medium. You want it? I think she's been eating recently. Check her card. He's good. Yeah, she's also... Yeah, she has been eating. And she eats rats. I'm not sure what's... They've all slowed down slightly as it all of a sudden the temperature here just kind of plummeted. So she may not take it today. That's fine. She looks really healthy and good, so I'll just leave her, check her water. Oh yeah, she's great. No problem. Now we will head over here. Shouldn't need the hook anymore. It's just ball pythons now. I'm gonna grab that gray stool, okay?
Okay. There we go. All right, who are we starting with?
I'm gonna try Mal, but she's been off food. I'm just gonna offer.
Okay.
But I'd be shocked if she ate. Oh, she had a bad shed. So she's gonna be extra not wanting to eat.
Yeah, she's the next one on my hit list for soaps.
Yeah. We have just forced air heating, and it dries out so bad, and it's on basically all the time in the winter months. No matter how much we spray, we sometimes get some of these bad sheds where it just doesn't come off all the way. Yeah, she's not interested in the slightest.
That was okay.
That's all right. So Belle had been off of food, but she's been back on a little bit. So I wonder if she will eat. Although she's deep in shed, so she's not gonna eat. That's okay. Want it? You want it? Oh, she's tongue flicking.
Is she?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Mal is a super mystic, the one up top. I don't know if you saw it on the camera or not. This girl who's deep in shed is a citrus ghost, also produced here at the barn.
I love the citrus ghost gene.
I do
so
too.
Underrated.
Yeah, she's deep in shed. So that's okay. This one needs a smaller rat. Let me see. Oh, hello, Astrid. Astrid is a pastel double het clown lavender? Yep. Pastel double het clown lavender female. Oh, I think she has a stuck eye cap, Liz. Even with the super moist bedding.
Really? I
Yeah.
soaked her for forever.
I know,
And
I
got
know.
like
I know.
so much stuck
It's
shed
just-
off.
It's almost impossible.
All right. Well, I'll add her back to my list and we'll take a look at the eye cap.
The rest looks fine. The whole head, neck, body. She
Good.
looks like
Just the
nothing
eye.
stuck.
You know,
Just
I got a pretty
an
big
eye
piece
cap.
off like the very top of her head and her neck.
Duchess here is what I believe to be a GHI ivory female. I don't know if she's gonna eat or not. I hope she will. She hasn't eaten in a while. You're getting skinny, Duchess. So I don't know if other Alaskan keepers see the same thing as I do, but because our seasons are our warm seasons are shorter here, sometimes our ball pythons start what you would think of as the winter fast months earlier than in the lower 48, the contiguous states, right? Especially, you know, so many of our major breeders are in Florida and California, where it's kind of warm always. But then what it means is halfway through the winter, when other people's ball pythons are kind of stopped eating, ours are kind of coming back onto food. So our timing gets a little weird, which is fine, as long as they're healthy and safe. Yeah, she doesn't want it either. We're gonna have some leftover rats. So I was careful though. I think I counted right. So if there's only a couple extra, George can get extra, no problem, and Cassie can get one extra.
Perfect.
So we should be fine.
They are good little garbage disposals,
Yes,
aren't they?
they are. I like having snakes like that. So Tafiti and Taka, our little twin ultramels, they are awesome eaters now, which is, oh, she missed.
Oh,
Right as I say
that
they're
was
awesome
really
eaters.
cute.
how big they're getting, though.
Oh my
Someday,
gosh.
they might even breed. But look at that.
Remember when they
Yeah.
first hatched, they were the
like-
most tiny little worms?
They were like 22 grams and not good eaters.
Oh,
so
gosh,
in that kind
no.
of important growth phase, they were just assist feeding for ages. But I couldn't give them big meals or they got constipated. But they are healthy and whole now. They are just fantastic.
That's awesome.
And here's the other. Hey, baby.
Ready to roll.
Oh, she missed too. Hey, what are you doing? Crazy pants? There we go. And these are Ultramels. I don't remember if I mentioned.
Cute.
All right. I really want to do Georgian on the camera, even though it's dark
Okay.
in there. But let me, real quick, hit a couple of the last ball pythons. He's
Can
ready, I'm
we-
sure.
Turn on his light for a minute.
Maybe, if I can figure that out. Here, let me do. I know this is a long video, but it's a feeding video, so people can just watch what they want. I don't know if Carrot Cake's gonna eat. This is a yellow belly double. Oh, she just has a fresh poop in there. So if she takes this, I think I'm gonna scoop that out. Do you want it, Carrot Cake? She's a yellow belly double hat lavender clown. Come on, it's good. Yeah. So I'm just gonna be gross. Try not to touch it. Just
Grab all the reptile
grab
chip
the
around
reptile
it and
chip
call
around
it good.
and then I'll wash my hand off. Oh, dropped a piece. Will you put the card out front?
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
I got it, don't worry. You got it crooked, what do you do? There we go.
I don't think
Alrighty.
I touched poop, but just in case.
Probably smart. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn on George's light.
The timer.
It's back here, isn't it?
Yeah. Might be-
Behind this lovely stack of
Oh, I think I see it. Hold on.
plastic cups.
There we go.
Ah, there we go. We have light.
Clean those tortoises out. All right, here, let's do twinkle spots. Maybe. In fact, yeah, let's see. This is, I believe, a yellow belly clown female. Her name is Twinkle Spots.
Was that a Kyrie name or a Naira name?
Can't remember, one of the girls. I think Kyrie. Do you want it? She hasn't eaten since July. It's been a while.
Come on.
Now, a lot of these holdbacks, they go through some kind of sophomore slump. It's pretty typical of ball pythons. I don't know if they're hitting puberty or what, but at somewhere between 600 and 1,000 grams, a large number of juvenile ball pythons go off of food for a few months. Not all of them do it, but many of them do it. Come on. I'll just keep bothering you till you either move away or eat it. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, very nice.
See, this is why you do this, because I would have given up.
If they, I don't know, it's hard to describe exactly, but at least my snakes, if they really don't want it, they leave. They don't keep tongue flicking, they don't keep their nose close to it. There's some bits of body language that I feel like indicate they just don't want to eat, and I leave them alone. I wouldn't bother them like that if I really thought they didn't want to eat. But that snake, I felt like somewhere in her brain, she's like, I kind of do want to eat, right? So I just kept irritating her. And Merida here, we bought. This was not produced by us. She is a, what is she? She's a mahogany. She's let me read her card.
Who else?
I know she's Het Clown. Mystic Mahogany Het Clown, that's right. Dark clown stuff, basically, is what we're hoping for here. Really, really excited to breed her. She's getting close. and we're gonna have to decide what to put to her at that point. I don't know. Mango we produced. She is a pastel yellow belly. I believe she's also jungle woma, and she's 100% het clown. Another, oh, she's right there. Don't get me. Here, Mango. Yeah. Also getting very close to breeding size.
She's so pretty. I love that color. How
Yes.
her yellow has stayed like true yellow even as she's gotten bigger.
And it's difficult for me to compare snakes in person to pictures I see, but when I look up pastel yellow bellies, they do not hold their yellows this much as adults, and their pattern is not so aberrant. Now, she's het clown. Het clown is known to brighten things up a bit. So I'm not certain, and I'm not good enough at morph IDs to just be guaranteed she's jungle woma, but I do think pretty strongly she is jungle woma. This girl is a mouser, so she'll wait till tomorrow. So now George gets 2 at least of these, maybe all 3, they're just smalls. I'm not gonna say with certainty that this is my favorite snake, but it's possible that this is my favorite snake. I love this animal so much. Another one who's got a ferocious feed response, but is the sweetest animal ever. He is just a gorgeous, friendly, beautiful. Oh, you got it. So this is an eastern indigo, Drymarchon cooperi. He's a little weirded out that I turned the lights back on. That's why he's being all weird. But because it's pretty late, and these are definitely a diurnal species. Don't worry, he'll be completely fine. Normally we keep them on a perfect 12 and 12 cycle. Even like our house, we try and make sure the other lights, just ambient, stay on a 12 and 12 cycle. So he's gonna be fine, but he's very weirded out that the lights turned on in the middle of the night.
Well, you know, I think it would weird me out too if the sun randomly
Yeah.
came up at 11 o'clock at night and then went down
Yep.
for a second time at midnight. Like, that'd weird me out.
Yep. So this guy, we feed him a lot of rats. He also gets mice. He gets gerbils. He gets quail. He gets stillborn reptiles. If we have, a ball python egg develop fully and then not make it through the hatching process, it's pretty rare, but it's happened, and he eats those little snakes. We've had the same thing happen with sailfin dragons, where they develop perfectly and just the hatching doesn't go right. He eats those. He would eat anything. In fact, I have seen videos of these guys eating eggs. They're not known as an egg-eating snake, but I've seen them.
Doing?
He's trying to get to an end. He got it right in the middle, and now he's good to go. Yeah, very generalist predators here. They'll go for things in the water. They'll try and climb up trees if they need to get to stuff. Oh, he's
What?
covering that in Reptichip. What a turd.
He's hiding behind plants.
Yes, he is.
Now I can't see what he's doing.
Anyways, we don't have to sit here and do the whole video with waiting for him to swallow before I get the next one. But I just wanted to get a snapshot of a little feeding day. When I do feeding days at the reptile barn, it's hours. We have 23 snakes here or something. So this was quick, and those were all frozen thawed too. What really kills are the live mouse eaters, because I'm unwilling to walk away. If I put a live mouse in there, I got to make sure it strikes, wraps it up. And even then, sometimes, and maybe I'm just a huge worrier, but
Maybe.
if the mouse is free enough that it can reach down and start chewing on the snake while it's being squeezed, I take the tongs and I put them in the mouse's mouth until it only takes a few seconds, and then they're squeezed and choked out. But I do not want my snakes to get injured. With the exception, if it's a fuzzy mouse for a baby snake, that's different. But if I'm putting in adult mice, that's my protocol. Now, the real frustrating part is what if I have a 3,000 gram or a 4,000 gram adult female ball python who never switched to rats? That sucks. I sit there and I feed one, and then I have to wait till he swallows, and I feed another one, and then I have to wait till he swallows, and I feed another one, and it just goes
Takes forever.
6, 7 big, 40-gram mice, because that's what it takes. So anyway, that is all as far as feeding snakes here at home. Pretty easy. We have a garter snake over there, and we've got the tortoises. They're all pretty easy, and yeah, I hope that was enjoyable. I don't expect, people to watch all 20 minutes of this or whatever, but anyone wanted to see a feeding video, I know most reptile people, I feel like, do feeding videos, and we just don't for some reason. I like feeding, so I wanted to show you, I do feed my snakes, but hopefully that was enjoyable. Let me know if there's any other animals, like at the barn, that you would like to see us feed, or talk about how the feeding process works. Happy to do that. Other than that, though, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, we're the Reptile Barn.